Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Watson off play action. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Hooker now off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also,
and I think the ball's out, but fortunately the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Faking the give. Now Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Stop made by Smoke Monday.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Lions nothing.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hurry, hurry. Reload. Ready.
Throwing. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Hooker on 1st down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Lions at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. Ready.
Now Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Gibbs straight ahead. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 13 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. On 2nd down, Hooker. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. All play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10, Hooker back to the air. That's completed right side to Palmer. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Hooker's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Watson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. To the air yet again, Watson. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
An audible here to get a new look. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
60 left, Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he whips that one incomplete there. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going quickly here to Thomas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
Got some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hand off now to Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Go.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at him going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Okay, ready.
2nd and 6.
On the ball, now, now.
Another run for Gibbs here. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 44. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. On the give, here's Gibbs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Chop alert, chop alert. Alert, alert.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after.